Hello, how's it going? Hi, everybody. Wow, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Growlith. Hello, Hope. Lovely to see you both. Hi. Oh, I feel like my face tracker's doing that thing again. Is it? Is it? Ah. Hmm. Ba. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's fine, actually. I might be over exaggerating. Hello, we are back at video editing again. I always feel bad when a highlights reel takes more than a week to do, because the moment we're into week 2, I'm like, cool, it's taken me half the month, which means I will have less clips for next month, so. But it's fine. I basically ran out of steam and ideas, so Spook watched it and gave me some feedback, and all of these little notes are edits that Spook has suggested, so I'm just going to be working through them and adding them in. Although I already know that there is one small one I'm going to change. Where is it? It's this one. In which I'm going to change the video here. If this gets caught, it gets caught. It is what it is.
Why?
It's a little man.
Who are you? Who is this about to be, do we think? Okay, place your bets. Could not have...
I didn't know Rasputin was gonna be in this game! I'm gonna change the video on that. In that I'm going to have it, like, do a staggered zoom on each bit. So that one there. Like that. What is Everhood even about? I don't know, man. I played for 3.5 hours yesterday and I don't know. Ah!
Rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, something piss.
Why piss? Why? Why the piss? Why? Hello, darling. Hello. Hello, darling. Why? Why? Like this. I'm gonna make those twists more, I think, more exaggerated. I am the one. Excited for Friday. Yeah, same. I'm going in fairly blind because even with Lethal Company, everybody saw like, it was all over TikTok and stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if like Repo is as well. But I actually spend a little less time on TikTok these days, so I've not been seeing it. So I only have a vague idea on how it works. So we'll see. If you want to practice run, I'm down. Nah, I think going in blind on stream would be fun. I think that'd be funny. It's another in-game I can't remember the word, but in-game microphone thing. What's the word? There is a word for it for when the proximity. There we go. That's the word I couldn't remember. It's another in-game proximity microphone thing, isn't it? So we'll meet in Discord and start, but then we'll mute up and stuff. Where I said yesterday, Den, I was like, I said that Repo is only 6-player, and we play a lot of 8-player games, so people need to like essentially kind of dibs in because it feels like we're gonna have more people than slots. But then I also said, Den is 100% playing, so there's only 4 slots left already. Because I was like, I'm playing with Den! I want to play with Den! Where?
Okay, place your bets.
Yep, I think that works. I think that works. Can zoom in even more on that one, actually. I am the one. I am the one.
Okay, place your bets. Could not have.
Okay, that was the only change I was going to make there because I have actually did some of these yesterday. I did some of these yesterday during the day because I couldn't do them on Monday. So I at least did some work. Also, Riley, look at this little sweet bean. I was stood in the kitchen about, not half an hour, it's already 2:30. How did that happen? Like an hour ago, I was stood in the kitchen, I was making my sandwich to have for lunch, and I just had the thought come into my brain, why is Riley omnipresent? Which is a wild thing to say, even with some context of Everhood. But out of context of Everhood, that's like insane. But yeah, I said, because like Sam and to a lesser extent the possum guy, like we haven't worked out why they do it either, but it's like, they keep interacting and talking to us. It's like we bumped into Riley a couple of times, but I'm like, why is Riley in every world? Why is Riley, this little yellow frog, in all of the 3 worlds that we went in? Because we met Sam in all of them as well. But we've at least interacted with him, and he has like it feels different, Riley is also the shortcut icon. It's true. Although I will say, Riley is the shortcut icon. However, the actual EXE icon is the Shadow Man, which is terrifying. And I don't know what to make of that either. Because like when I tabbed out yesterday to, you know, mess with stream stuff. When I tabbed out yesterday to mess with stream stuff, obviously I could see all the icons on my taskbar at the bottom, and the icon for Everhood 2 is the Shadow Man. And I was like, huh? Why? So yeah, I'm obsessed, guys. I just want to play Everhood so bad now that I've started, and I knew this would happen. I knew the moment I played Everhood 2, I would want to just play it to completion really, really bad. So yeah, that's how we're feeling at the moment. But yeah, I can't really show you because it's like really teeny tiny. But yeah, the icon for the EXE for Everhood 2 is the Shadow Man. It is the Steam icon that is Riley. And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Who's to say? Who's to say? Oh, I'm just looking at my achievements and I'm like, oh, I do need to start a new game because I continued. That's so funny. The first achievement in the game is to be invited to the hotel. And I don't have it because my save file started already in there. That's really funny. My save file missed the trigger to trigger that achievement. That's really funny. I'm missing the first achievement of the game. I have to blame Spook. I never used to be an achievement hunter, but it's starting to become more prevalent of I want to complete the achievements. But 120 is so many for Everhood. Does Everhood 1 have achievements? No, it doesn't. Oh no, yeah, it does. I just missed it. No, Everhood 1 has 78 achievements. I did 15 of them. I had like no achievements in Everhood 1. Yeah, anyway. I wonder how many people that's the case for. I mean, in theory, anyone who played the demo and continued their save. You can't really one-shot anyone in Everhood 1. It's true, yeah, in Everhood 1 you don't have the charge mechanic. That's new to Everhood 2. I should put some music on in the background at least a little bit. Puts on Everhood soundtrack. You know, I need to get this track. This is so funny. This is a track called Evil Laughter, and it's the gnome laughter. And I need it for the video. Because the clip where me and Curls are freaking out over the gnomes' laughter is too quiet. And even trying to, like, boost it, it's still too quiet. So I need to just get the laughter file. Sorry. There. And that is the bingo reminder, everybody. Because right at the bottom of bingo is sneezing. The gnomes! The gnomes! To repeat my past self in that exact clip, we sound insane. The gnomes. So yeah, can I, let's see, Everhood gnomes laugh. Can I find an audio thing anywhere? No. No. To be fair, because I now can't play Everhood 2 because I'm limited to playing it on stream, because obviously I want to share that with you guys, I may play through Everhood 1 again to, like, scratch the itch. Sorry, chat, that was loud. I hope you're all awake now. Okay, let me grab that. Got gnomed. You got gnomed. You got gnomed. There's a new getting gnomed.
Hello, me old chum. I'm not a gnolf. I'm not a gnoblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
Get gnomed. Get gnomed. Oh! Yes, that's where that sound effect comes from. Oh! There was an option on Steam to view your soundtracks, wasn't there? But I don't remember where it is. Games and software, soundtracks. What soundtracks do I own? Apparently Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but not 3. FDL, Hat in Time, Icewind Dale, Monster Sanctuary, Oil Rush, Planescape, Pony Island, Portal 2. Great soundtrack. Potionomics, Sanctum Starbound, Sword and Sorcery, and Undertale. I actually don't have Everhood soundtrack on Steam, which makes sense because I don't play music through Steam. I use Spotify, and the Everhood soundtrack's on Spotify, so I've never needed it. But that is a shame because obviously if I owned it on Steam, I could just go to that folder and find the file. Okay, let's rename this. I just realised the audio would have been playing twice there. There you go, fix that for you. When I have finished, I need to remember to do this because I should have done it last month and I didn't. When I finish this like edit and this video is done, I need to update DaVinci because I went to open one of the DaVinci files you sent me, Hope, to have a look at. And because I was thinking of getting some of the stuff that you sent me uploaded, but I just wanted to have a look at it. And it was like, no, you can't open this because it's in a newer version. And I was like, oh, I need to update. Oops. Yeah, I think pretty much all. I think both. Yeah, updating DaVinci is really jank because you essentially just have to re-download it. It doesn't like have a built-in updater, which is weird in this day and age. Yeah. I really like your Beastie Ball, and I think the Beastie Ball I probably won't change. I basically wanted to put an outro screen on the end to be like, you know how YouTube does of outro screen of, subscribe, here's a link to another video or whatever. And I was probably going to put the spook stream one as well, as like a highlight. Same basically, of probably not really going to change it because I like how you've done those videos. I'm just going to put like an end screen on. I think in the spook one I was going to put in like one edit because at one point Spook says, why is Blue not here? And I was going to put in the Blue crying emote, and I was going to put in a little footnote to be like, I had no signal. because I didn't, because I was in a train station. So I had no signal. That was probably about it. So yeah, it was I downloaded the DaVinci files and I couldn't even open them. Though I do wonder when I open them, am I going to be met with a timeline that says media missing, or does it include all of the files? Because obviously we've got all of the files here. I do wonder if that's what's going to happen when I open up the file. But I couldn't even get that far. So yeah. If you have the full VOD, it should be fine. I don't download all of my VODs. Do you know how many gigabytes of data that is? I don't. I suppose, to be fair, actually, the edits that I want to do, I don't really need the DaVinci for. I just need the final, because I can just stick the end screen on the end myself, actually. So I suppose I can just do that. So I guess instead of downloading the DaVinci files, I just need to download the final cut that you put on the drive. Let me go find that real quick before I forget again. For the thought flies away and vanishes. I'm also going to pin our drive link that you sent me. There we go. Highlights finished. Beastie Ball. Yeah, Beastie Ball 1 final. Other. Oh, the Spook one isn't in there. Could you upload that when you get home for me, please? Thank you. And if it has a fade out, I can remove that and re-upload it to the drive. Yeah, put it on there without the fade out, and if I decide I want it back, I can obviously put it back in. Thank you, Hope. Thank you. You're a big sweetie. Thank you for the help. Let's close that for now then. Alright, where did I get to? Because I didn't delete these. Oh, right, I definitely haven't done this one still. Spooks for this was just some kind of goofy royalty-free music and speed it up. So I need to find some kind of royalty-free music. This one I did... with all the power of the audience's hype, you forfeit. No. Wailord! Oh my gosh, obscuring my screen again. Even with the space he still covers up the screen. It's so dumb. I don't know how I ended up getting the marker on the video track. I've never done that before. I don't know how I managed that. So let's just get rid of that because I don't want that. So Spook's suggestion was to do like a split screen here to zoom in on the character's face some more as well. He devolved. I don't know how to do a diagonal slice. I know how to crop. How do I do a diagonal slice? Like a diagonal crop? Diagonal crop. You can use... Oh god, that sounds complicated. You can use a combination of a mask and a transform node. Ooh, this is why I'm not a video editor. What the fuck does that even mean? Okay. Okay, so... Transform... Add... So it's the example image is a transform into a merge. So that goes there like that. And then this is media in 3. I don't know what media 3 is though. And then a rectangle. So... I like how there's a transform node, but the transform node actually in the screenshot that he's put in doesn't connect. It's just there, but it's not actually connected to anything. I have no idea. Why can't people on forums be more explicit in their instructions? Instead of just saying, use a combo of a mask and a transform. I'm like, cool. How? What does that mean? Explain it to me like I'm 5. How do I make this a mask? I don't think that's gonna help. How do I make this a mask? Mystery, smush them together. I think that's what this merge thing is meant to be doing. Like, we successfully have the thing. So I need to make that thing into a mask. I don't. Tell it has to fit into societal norms and conventions. Oof. Oof, too real. Too real. So now that's the opposite of what I'm trying to achieve. How do I make it a mask? Currently, it's just a white square on my clip. How do I make it transparent? What if I do put in a mask here? If I put in a mask here. Nope. That did nothing. Cool, that's the thing I can't do. At a loss. At a loss. The forum post does not give any more instructions, so at a loss. This is one of those things where, again, it's like the Photoshop comparison can be made of, like, you 100% can do it, I just don't know how, because it's really complex and I don't know. Which is probably why the people on the forum are like, you just do this. And it's like, okay, well, that's easy for you because you know what that means. I don't know what that means. Put that into... Okay, let's try something else. What if we did it this end? Aha! Aha! I did it completely different to how the forum said, so screw you, forum post. I already have the spook stream, but I put it in the whips at the time. Oh, it's in the whips folder. Okay, I can download it from there then. Aha! I figured it out in a completely different method to how it was explained. No. That's all I was trying to do. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! You can't do this! This is my game! I am Beastie Ball. And you will play by my rules. They really did that. They went on the internet and told lies. I don't think they were telling lies. They just didn't explain themselves. Which is what I was getting frustrated as. How can I make a diagonal split screen? Oh, just do this and make a mask. And I'm like, cool, you didn't explain how to make a mask, though. So I still don't know what I'm doing. So I did it a different way. It doesn't matter because it works, so... Right, do I have... this audio file? Okay. Why do I put fade in and out? I don't know. It looks nicer. I do a similar thing at the start and the end of videos. I like to put fade outs at the end. I think it just looks nicer when you don't have an end screen. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the wrong part of the video. Hi, Rex. Hope you're having a good day. Download that. feel another sneeze coming. Well, decided to watch the stream for now. Going well. Good, good. Right, what's the other one that I know I need to download? I think I noted it down here, somewhere along this track. Or Spook noted it down. Harvest Dawn. Download that. Decided to make some art today. Nice! Love hearing about people making art. I did a doodle this morning when I was having breakfast. I didn't like it, so I ended up deleting it. But it felt good to be drawing. Change that. Change that. We're going to put both of those in assets. And then put both of them into music. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Made a website for all my art. Nice! My website's up for renewal soon. That costs money. Friendly reminder, my commissions are open. I do genuinely need to make an updated commission post because it's an expensive month. It's another reason why I want to get back to making stuff and not editing videos. I want to go back to making stuff to put on the store. Updated autopsy report. What? Updated commissions report. Right. Nope, yep. That took me a second. No, I get it now. Hey, Nick, I've updated the autopsy report. Do I want to put both of them in? You go there. That's really loud. You can tell just from looking at the waveform. We are gonna go fight God. My ears, yeah, sorry, there was about 3 different songs playing at the same time there. My rules! We are gonna go fight God.
I did throw your wife into a hole last round.
That's fair. Right, Spook's little comment for that is just make the font bigger, because he said even with the... He was like, is the colour not a good colour choice? And I was like, well, it's that colour because it's the colour of Marsh's icon. That way you know it's Marsh that's speaking. So he was like, okay, well, maybe make it bigger then so that it's more visible. And the reason that this one isn't zoomed in on who's speaking is because the game provides context as to what she's saying, whereas in some of the other bits in the video, the game doesn't actually provide any context because we're just talking. So we zoom in on those people because the gameplay actually isn't all that relevant. See, I ask Spook's opinions on stuff like this because Spook actually watches a reasonable amount of like this kind of thing of like compilations. He watches a couple of YouTubers. It's not like meme compilations, but like he watches a lot of YouTubers where their editing style is kind of like this, in that they will stream or play games for like 6 hours and then edit it down into like a half-hour compilation video. So he sort of like watches a lot of stuff that has this style of thing, whereas I don't. A lot of the like YouTube, and I watch a lot of streams and YouTube, so it's I watch more of a long play format where it's just like unedited. So that's why I ask their opinion. You know, I'm approaching so everything works as a program. This is true. This is true. Do you have a ref feel for Sona? What do they look like?
I did throw your wife into a hole last round.
I've rewatched that stream twice. It's such a fun night. Nice. Yeah, party animals. I say this instead, out of context, if you watch this highlights video from start to finish, it does kind of look like we're dating. At least to me. We're not, for anybody who wants clarification.
I did throw your wife into a hole last round.
That's fair. It is finished. What do you mean you two? I need to clarify for people who don't know the bit. The bit is that I have multiple wives. The reality is that I am marrying Spook this year. And I feel like I need to clarify for people who don't understand what is and isn't a joke.
I'm scared of the orb guy.
When will you stop lying to people? We are in love. Why are you ashamed of me?
I would never be ashamed of you, darling. Spookstream highlights in the finished folder. Thanks, Hope! I'm probably gonna do that little edit of a picture of me, slap an end screen on it, and upload that at some point as well then. So that we're getting more YouTube content this year, other than just the highlights. It's very much appreciated. Are you sure you don't want anything for it? Because you're putting in a lot of work, and I feel very bad about it. You're marrying Spook? Yes. That's not a bit. Spook is my fiancé. I am marrying him this year. That is not a joke. Okay, there's no edit on that bit. Remove that. Add harpsichord music and a sepia tone. Right, I need to find some royalty-free harpsichord music. Congrats, I didn't know that. Thank you. That's why I specified it, because I was like, we actually have some newer people that might be around. Not just you, but I think lurking as well. We have some newer people who have joined us recently. So I've just every now and again I have to clarify for like me and my many wives is a loving joke that me and Spook are both okay with. But I do clarify that Spook is my actual real life fiance, soon to be husband. And that is why you will see him a lot on stream and we play games together, because we like to do that. And sure, if you want me to send the beast one, I can use your data on the moment. No, you don't have to do it now, Hope. Wait till you get home. Don't use up all your data. It's fine. I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing this today. I'm not in a rush. Oh my goodness. Don't use up all your cellular data. No, you're fine. That's the issue. I'm at the house. Oh, again, I'm not in a rush though. I can wait until your internet is fixed. You don't need to use all your data. Oh my god, I didn't realize your internet still was down. No, you can leave that for now. It's fine. I could do it with my college internet, fair enough. But no, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm in no hurry. It's not like I want them uploaded today. Because, I don't have that much content to upload that I'm just spamming it with upload, so I'll space it out. So I'll, upload the highlights video hopefully by the end of this week. Maybe in, 2 weeks I'll put up the Spook one. And then after a week after that, maybe we'll do a Beastie Ball, and then by then it's going to be time for another highlight. So we're, spacing stuff out. I could visit that marriage. If I could, I would visit the marriage. Why does that sound weird? It sounds weird because I've known you maybe 2 weeks. I mean, I don't really know you. Little parasocial. That's why that sounds weird. Gonna be honest. It sounds weird because it is. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know why my face tracker keeps losing me when I'm looking fairly directly at the camera. Oh my god. Hey Dan, you should look at the picture that Crystal posted in Gaming in Skywolf. Look at her char. That's amazing. Yes, thank you, Hope. Alright, I gotta find frickin' royalty-free harpsichord music. How am I ever gonna be able to tell if it actually is royalty-free as well, is the problem. Half the time, now when you go and you're like, royalty-free music, it gives you music that isn't royalty-free. Royalty-free harpsichord music. Here's a question. Let's go to Kevin MacLeod. That wasn't a question, but you know what I mean. Kevin MacLeod. Incompetech. Royalty-free music from Incompetech. Search title or instrument. Harpsichord. Harpsichord. None. Cool. Download all music on this site at once. That's gotta be several gigs of music. I should make some royalty free. Hey, why not? There's plenty of content creators out there that will always need it. So pretty. Isn't it cool? I love Crystal's char. I should say that. A char in heels is certainly a look. Clicky clicky keyboard noises. Okay, can we search royal? No. That's also not really what I'm after. Oh boy. Okay, that's not the vibe. Harpsichord. Okay, I think I found one. Blue Panda, royalty-free background music for videos, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch streams, no copyright issues, no need to credit. Download here. Licensed under Creative Commons 4.0. Okay, so that should be fine. That sounds like it should be okay. Let's grab that one. How's your day going? It's going well. It's going well. It's a fairly normal day. I slept in because I stayed up late because I was obsessing over Everhood 2. Everhood's so good, man. I just want to keep playing it. But went for a walk. Some exercise. Always good. And then come back and done editing. I do not have very interesting mornings. I'm not more in person, so mornings are not very productive, and it takes me a long time to actually, like, get up and going, which is why I feel bad when I sleep in late, because it kind of has a knock-on of everything else then is late. Because the process of me waking up and being able to deal with the day is a very slow process. Not a morning person. Don't sleep well. So my mornings are generally a bit of a write-off right up until I actually start streaming, and then streaming is when I actually, like, my day, it honestly feels like my day starts when I start streaming, which is bad considering that I start streaming halfway through the day. Like, the first half of the day regularly feels like nothing. And then the stream is the actual start to my day. Which is why I sometimes say to my friends and my family, sometimes I have said, I wake up, I stream, I go to bed. Because some days do feel like that. Not always, that is an exaggeration, but some days do go like that. Which is not healthy. I need to wash my face properly before I function properly. I need to have breakfast before I can function properly. For me, it's breakfast. But that involves waking up, going downstairs, and making the breakfast. Actually, no, scratch that. This is I think this is part of why it takes so long for me to feel ready for the day. For me to actually feel ready for the day, I need to wake up, I need to eat breakfast, I need to wash, and I need to get dressed. And then I feel ready for the day. So on the weekends and stuff, where it's like, you know, we wake up late, we have a bit of breakfast, but then I lounge around in my pajamas for like a couple of hours because it's the weekend and we're not going anywhere. the day really feels like it doesn't start until like 3 in the afternoon, until I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get out my pajamas. What do you eat for breakfast? Typically just cereal, Weetabix. Get my fibre. The true transition into becoming an adult was when I stopped eating sugary cereals and started eating bland cereals that gave me my fibre. And I enjoyed them. I was like, you know what, I'm happy just eating this. Okay. That's that. Move you to assets. Now we can finally come back here. Music, harpsichord. Make sure that's not overlapping over anything. I'm also going to need this music put in. Unhand me, y'all. Unhand me, y'all ain't got that skibbity riz, you fake. Sucking, lily-livered, jive-talking wackadoo, foul villain, cur! I bite my thumb at thee, you ugly motherfucker! Hasta la bye-bye, daddy-o.
Ah!
You like to eat beans and tomato sauce. It's all about Skegu's little sausages in. You know, funnily enough, I don't often have that for breakfast. Like, if we're doing, like, you know, a proper, like, English fry-up, then, you know, you gotta have some beans on there. But beans on toast and stuff, and like spaghetti with sausages and stuff, that's like evening comfort food of like, you know, I'm not feeling 100%, I really don't want to cook, and I just need to feel comfy, and it's like crack open a tin, get some toast, bam. I don't typically do that for a morning thing. With hash browns. Hash browns are good. Hash browns are good. I don't regularly have a warm cooked breakfast. It's normally just a bowl of cold cereal because it's quick to make and I don't have to engage my brain. One time, this is an example of how much of not a morning person I am. One time I was making some toast and a cup of tea at the same time, and I almost poured milk on the toast. Go for a meet. Well, I mean, love your face. Bye, Dan. I love you. I hope the meeting goes well. Mwah. I didn't pour milk on the toast, but I nearly did. One time I nearly poured milk on my toast, and I literally, like, caught myself and went, Jesus, I'm not awake. But no, I'm not the kind of person that drinks coffee. I'm not one of those people where it's like, oh, I can't function without my morning coffee. Of like, no, I just can't function in the morning. I should save. Alright, how do I mess around with this? What settings do I want to use here to make this look sepia? Okay. Let's have a look-see. Okay, so we desaturate first. Make it black and white. Oh, this guy talks slow, but it's better than talking fast. Okay, we add a corrector node. Okay. That's in there. Okay. Okay. So now that's got like an orangey thing to it. Neat. Okay, there you go. That was a more helpful tutorial. Hi, Core. Sorry, I was watching a tutorial and had to focus. Unhand me, y'all ain't got that skibbity riz, you egg-sucking, lily-livered, jive-talking wackadoo, foul villain! Cur! I bite my thumb at thee, you ugly motherfucker! Hasta la bye-bye, daddy-o.
Ah, ha, ha, ha! I beat you this time! Didn't get out the crap staircase, did I? Oh, fuck!
Right, I gotta do the pictures for that bit. Do I have some bits that I've done already? Here we go. Copy that. Gosh, dang it. Put it there. Squinch that down. Put that in there. This is the most cursed part of the video. Yes, because I'm literally cursing people.
Oh, I didn't do that. I just
Yeet.
kind of ran up and was like, poo! I mean, there's no platform that I can jump to, so...
This is an asset that I know I have already somewhere. I haven't actually finished Hollow Knight, but the game is really good. Yeah, I hear Hollow Knight is a very good game. I did ask, like, I was like, oh, I really enjoyed Ori and the Forest. Should I play Hollow Knight? And people were like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. But I trust my friends. I think my friends have a really good read on me to know whether I will or won't like a game. So if they think I won't like a game, then I'm like, okay, I will take your word for it. Much like how if Coles comes to me and is like, play this game, I will just blindly go, yes, man.
Been an increased amount of page views on the site in the past hour.
I mean, there's no platform that I can jump to, so...
No.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Been an increased amount of page views on the site in the past hour. Could it been an increased amount of page views on the site in the
Right, I need to go back because I'm starting to leave bits out, which is not good, because I will get confused. I have so many games I want to buy and play. I have too many games that I own that I want to play. For context, Hollow Knight is bugs all the way down. Ah, that's probably why I wouldn't like it. I do not like bugs. Same brain, so yep. Cute bugs, but not great if you have a phobia like blue. Yay! I don't like bugs, and I have a phobia of spiders specifically. And yet I play Insect Glaive, go figure. That's because butterflies and moths get a pass. But don't get too close. Hi, Salty! My body's a machine that turns money into Steam games I will never play. Yeah. Kind of stressed right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, I was kind of pleased. I was actually kind of pleased last year. Like, it was kind of like a mixed bag of like, oh, we're not having as many D&D games because people were busy, but I was using that time to play games that I had been meaning to, which is why we played Ori and when we played Everhood, frankly, to be fair. And a lot of games which ended up in my Game of the Year video. So it's like, you know, mixed blessings of like, oh, we didn't get to play as much D&D as I wanted, but I got to play so many more games that I've just needed to play for years. Where? Joined Discord server knowing that someone I don't like was in the server, been paranoid since. What, my server? Or just a server? A server, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, Hope, thanks for gifting Salty a sub. That's very kind. Bought Farm Simulator 24 like half a year, and I played it for one day, and then never anymore. I bought that for $60. Oof. Oof. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I'm at least glad that if when it comes to things like Monster Hunter and Everhood, it's like, yep, got my money's worth. I've only put 3 hours into Everhood, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I'm so happy. But when it comes to Monster Hunter Wilds, I already have 80 hours in Wilds, which means I've already covered like the cost of $1 per hour. Because it was a 60 game. Well, £50. So already got my money's worth, you could say. I'd rather not say, not bring drama from my own time with fandom to here. It's not necessary. That's understandable, Foxy, but I hope it gets sorted out. I hope it goes okay. I do appreciate not bringing in the drama, because we like to not have that. But I hope it goes well. I wish you the best. I did enjoy it, but I've never had time to play it and not much patience. Speaking of Monster Hunter, drop new event quest. Yes! Might do those tonight, I don't know. My problem is, yeah, again, as I come back to it, is too many games that I want to play. Of like, I want to play Monster Hunter, I want to play more Everhood, but I can at least have the stream holding me back on that one. But you know, I got loads of games in my Steam library that I want to play. Like, I want to play Amber Isle still. We bought that when it released back in November. Still not played it. I think we have technically finished Beastie Ball. I kept saying I was going to finish the decks, but let's be real, I'm probably not gonna. We've beat the story. So I think that's probably going to be the end of Beastie Ball. Good game, I'd say. Money's worth again. 40 hours. Good. You know, I got a bunch of demos for new games. Symphonia, we played the demo for that, and then Curls bought me the full game, so I want to play that. Just a lot of games I want to play, but also sometimes I just like to sit and watch YouTube for an evening. Or sometimes I'm doing more work.
I beat you this time. Didn't get out the crap staircase, did I? Oh fuck!
Spookangy. Paste attributes, video attributes. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I didn't do that.
No. I beat you this time. Didn't get out the crap staircase, did I? Oh fuck!
Oh, I didn't do that.
Okay, let's just make this text bigger as well.
Oh, I didn't do that. I
Just
just kind of ran up and was like, poo! I mean, there's no platform that I can jump to, so...
I almost forgot I bought Wallpaper Engine too. I'm gonna be real. This is not directed at you in general. I don't understand why people have Wallpaper Engine. I don't understand. Like, it's nice to have a nice wallpaper, but I don't sit and watch my desktop wallpaper for hours on end. Like, I just have a nice desktop wallpaper and that's it. I've had the same picture for probably about 10 years and I'm just happy with it. I don't... And yeah, wallpaper's I know it's animated, I don't get it. I'm not watching my wallpaper. You know? Like, I'm not looking at my wallpaper. 99% of the time when I have my computer on, I've got an app open that covers the wallpaper. So why do I need an app for the wallpaper? I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like I'm alone in this because I know multiple people who have Wallpaper Engine, but I don't get it. You've had the same wallpaper for like a decade. Same core. I use a slideshow of pictures. That's cute. That's cute. But I don't get it. Some people leave their computer screens on and animated wallpapers and screensavers prevents burning. What? This is all new information to me. One, people just leaving their... Turn your computer off, people! Jesus Christ. Animated wallpapers prevent burnings. Interesting. Turn your computer off, or at least put it to sleep. Don't just leave your computer on for, like, hours on end. People are weird, man. I guess this is just me being spicy again of like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I don't have a screensaver, I just have my monitors go into sleep mode if there's inactivity for like 10-15 minutes. I.e. the average length of a YouTube video. It could be if someone has the second screen and aren't using it right at that minute. But my argument is that if you have a second screen and yeah, you're not using it, you're still focusing on your primary screen. So you're not... It's mainly like... It's literally just like the wall... Like, I get if you want to have a nice picture to look at, you know, I like having my nice background, but it's when it's like it's an animated thing and I'm like, I'm not watching the screen. You know? In the same way of, like, if I open up a lo-fi video on my second screen, you know, and it has the anime girl on it, I'm not watching that. So it's like, it could be anything. So I'm just confused why people are like, I'm just going to have another program running to do my wallpaper. Like, it feels so unnecessary to me, but again, this is just... I don't know if this is just me dying on a hill unnecessarily. I don't know. The concept is just weird to me. It's another thing to run on your computer as someone who has to fight tooth and nail for every ounce of RAM space on her computer. So that's probably why I feel this way. Of like, I always have 50 million things running, and unnecessarily having an animated wallpaper engine running in the background just sounds so weird. Everyone's will eventually get burning if they're not taken care of. It's not necessarily a thing of the past. This FYI, burning is when a ghost image is left on the screen and the monitor doesn't clear when monitors get old. Yes. Yes. Less common with modern monitors, but can still happen. But I suppose, again, because I literally use my computer every day and I'm always doing different stuff, whether it's playing games and stuff, it's not like I'm sitting on an image for 12 hours, which... As you say, if people left their computer on overnight and it was just on a static image, yeah, that probably would burn in. Which is why I'm like, turn your computer off when you go to bed. I just use a clock. Fair enough. Fair enough. That serves function, I suppose. Fun fact, the Chingling used to have gender differences. The one we have now is a female version. Thanks for the ADHD fact core. Not related to the conversation at all. When I have a second monitor, but I'm too lazy to find a fitting one. Understandable. When Spook needed a new monitor, he said fuck it and bought two. That way he would have two monitors that are the exact same. I have to save it for other things. Amen. By the way, I've bought the first step to a fursuit. The contradiction of those two statements is so funny. I have to save up for other things. I've bought a fursuit. I just put my monitors to sleep. Yeah, I'm not sensible in that I don't turn my monitors off, but my monitors go to sleep when they don't detect input, and I turn my computer off every night. So they go to sleep and turn off like that. But they also, as I said, I don't have a screensaver, so my desktop screens also go into sleep mode if they don't detect activity for about 15 minutes. So, like, if I leave my computer on because I'm just popping to the shop for 5 minutes, I will just leave it because I know the screens are going to turn off. Chingling spawn, that's why I recalled the fun fact. Understandable. Have a good day. Gotta say, for a good laptop to use for school and graphics card. Ah, I was the same. I remember when I went to college and my old crap top, as we call them, couldn't run any of the programs, and I showed my mum and dad. I literally was like, oh, I want to show you. The way I did it was so pointed as well. It was funny to me. On my crap top, I invited them into my room, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to show you what I've been working on at college. And they're like, yeah, okay. So I invited them into my room, and I clicked on the file to open it up. It was like I studied game dev, so I opened up the file to show them the game that I'd been working on. And I literally clicked on it, and it opened up the loading screen for the program. And I went, cool, you guys wait there. I went downstairs, went and made a cup of tea, came back up with the hot cup of tea, and they were still waiting. And then my dad was like, okay, point proven. That was funny. That was a long time ago.
Hi, Shepard!
There's been an increased amount of page views on the site in the past hour. This could indicate an issue with Steam.
Mm-hmm.
The Steam has run out. The stream has run out of Steam. I fucked it up now.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Okay, so the suggestion for this one is to zoom in more on the speakers in the first bit.
Been an increased amount of page views on the site in the past hour. This could indicate an issue with Steam.
Mm-hmm.
The Steam has... The Steam has...
We still have the same problems today, just with Unity now. Yeah. Parts are expensive, yeah. Fursuits are very expensive as well. Yeah. Parts are expensive. Things got really expensive when the pandemic happened, and I feel like they still haven't recovered. God damn our expensive hobbies!
Steam has ran.
I don't have the money for one of them. Heard that fursuits can be very expensive. Very, very. When I went to my first fursuit convention and I learned that one of my friends, actually both, I had two friends who bought fursuits at the conventions. I just literally stared at both of them and blinked because I had seen the fursuits on display and seen the price tag on them. And I blinked at the pair of them, just like, okay. The thing is, though, I do kind of want one. I am a furry at the end of the day. I've been to a furry convention. I have multiple furry characters. I don't even have one. I have multiple furry characters. Kind of want a fursuit. They're so insanely expensive.
Been an increased amount of page views on the site in the past hour, which could indicate an issue with Steam.
The Steam has run out. Shit, I mean, the stream has run out of Steam. I fucked it up now!
You fucked up! You fucked up! You came on top this moment. Very powerful you are. Spare me and I shall give you a pleasure. One day, we will have many children.
Ma'am, she's asexual.
Please stay away from me.
Get ready.
Ah!
Mine is going to be approaching Gingersuit, which is even more expensive. Yeah, because if you want it properly, it's like gotta have a like electronic screen display behind it. You can buy a whole gaming rig for like an arm. Yes, the most expensive part of the fursuit is always the head. Recommendation: Kigurumi first, fursuit, second test texture sensitivity. You mean a crocheted one? That would be so much. My friends were kind enough. My friend was kind enough to let me try on her fursuit. No, that's not. Yeah. I'm getting my words mixed up. I wonder if I can find the photo. I wonder if I can find the photo. It's from a while ago. But yeah, she was very sweet. I was very timid to ask her because I was like, you literally just bought this and it was super expensive. But I was literally like, I've never worn a fursuit. Can I wear it just to try it? And then our friend Max did a little mini photo shoot, which was very fun. God, this was from a long time ago. I cannot find it. God damn it. I don't think I can find it. God damn it. No, they're like a full body. Oh, you mean onesie? It's basically a onesie. Right, yeah, I got my words mixed up. I got Kigurumi mixed up with amigurumi. Yeah, or however it's pronounced because words sound the same. Yeah, onesies. No, I've worn onesies. I have like 3. I've worn onesies. Yeah, they're just onesies. Yeah, I have like 3. I have Pikachu one, I have a Stitch one, I have like an owl one. Yeah, I've worn onesies. They're fine. I once wore the Pikachu onesie to an MCM with a friend. So I have worn them also in a convention sense as well. Bad at Pokemon names. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. So I mean, the way that a lot of people spread the cost is by getting partials and then upgrading from there. So a lot of people will, unsurprisingly, a lot of people want the head because obviously the head is the focal point, and the head is also the most expensive part. Some people will start with paws and start with tails. Technically, I have started with tails. I have 2 tails. But both of them were kind of unintentional and are not technically related to a character in any way. I just have 2 tails. So a lot of people will start with the head, and then like we'll get hand paws. We'll then get we'll get hand paws. We'll get tail, which is a mini partial, and then they get feet, which is a full partial, and then the full body, which is the bodysuit. But the problem with obviously getting it done in bits is the potential of mismatches. So yeah. Yeah, but two of my friends both bought pre-made. One bought a mini partial and one bought a full partial. So one got a head and paws, and the other got a head, paws, tail, and wings because it was a griffin. And they both look amazing. And I did the mistake of looking up one of the creators. And one of them is working on another pre-made for the convention this year that I am going to, and I've seen it, and I went, oh no, it's cute! And I know how much something like that costs, and internally I'm just like, I can't I physically cannot. Literally, I don't think I physically can. But I made the mistake of looking at it and being like, oh no, it's cute. I kind of want it. It's like a little kitsune. You already have like 2 kitsune characters, and I'm like, what if I got a 3rd one and had a fursuit for it? It's just like, no. You can tell that my brain has, like, latched onto this. I'm still trying to find the photo. And I cannot. Lucadio sounds like a gym bro. It does, actually. I saw someone wear something like that around school. Yeah, it's because onesies are very much in that sort of like normie zone of like you can just buy a onesie from like shops. They're not fursuits really, but Seren makes a good point of like, oh, they're a good place to start for potential like texture sensations to how you feel. Because it's down to personal preference, but obviously fursuits are very warm when they're properly furred as well. So it's like, you know, some people will wear an undersuit, but then obviously you'll get quite warm. So, because I've been at home in onesies, and because they're quite warm, and so I have worn them with basically just like a little undershirt. But then I have also, as I said, worn a onesie in public, so I was basically fully clothed under the onesie as well. So I've done both. Sammy. I like this because I'm very curious. They're easy to use. Kigu roughly translate to tool or utensil, while ami is to be fond of. Amigurumi, kigurumi. Right. Yeah, I got those two mixed up. So what does the urumi part mean? What does gurumi mean? Does it just mean like animal or creature or something? Because I believe that's kind of the distinction that some people made, which is that a onesie is just kind of an all-in-one and can be anything and can just be patterned, but kigurumis are specifically like characters and animals. I very much Kurumi means wrapping. Oh, okay. Words are weird. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm not used to using the word kigurumi for it because we refer to them as onesies because I think the Pikachu one I bought for myself. The owl one my mum bought for me, and she referred to it as a onesie. I'm gonna watch another stream. Bye, Blue. Okay, bye. Thanks. Hope you have a good day. My screen is dusty, I'm just realising. The light is like hitting it at just the right angle. Yeah. A little cloth to wipe some of them off with. I mean, it's in Japanese, I just found it curious because of the confusion in similar word format. I mean, yeah, that's why I got confused. I thought, yeah, when you straight up said Kigurumi, I thought you meant the amigurumi stuff. That's why I was like, crochet? That's a weird choice. Just straight up got the word confused, because basically, it's not my native language, so got the words mixed up. I will mark that as a tangent. I did fully get distracted there because I spent 15 minutes trying to find a photo and failed to find the photo. So I will mark that off. That was tangent. I still want to find the photo. I've worn a fursuit once, and it was just the head and paws. It was a partial, and it was cute. My friend was very sweet. I was very like cautious the entire time because I was very aware that it wasn't mine and that it was expensive. I feel like once I'm in. I say once like I'm going to. If I ever got my own fursuit, I would probably be very nervous to start with, and then as I got more comfortable, I'd probably start to be a bit more kooky with it. Because I mean, I'm a bit real. I feel like I would be one of those people if I had a full fursuit where after a while I would get fully into character. And be like bouncing around. Kigurumi equals costume character. Kigu is to wear. Kiru. Okay. I said I'm far from fluent. We're both trying to dissect a language that neither of us speak. It's fine. Yeah. I think there probably is a degree of FOMO as well, to be fair, with the fursuit thing of like, because two of my friends got one, it's like, well, I want one as well. I want to be with the cool kids. Which is also not a good reason, because they're very expensive, as we keep saying. I finally found it! I finally found it! Now my brain will behave. There you go. There's me wearing my friend's partial. This was like the day after she got this. We're still at the convention. So the convention had a aquatic theme for the year, so they had this photo like stand. And there's me. But yeah, That's my friend's suit. It's very pretty. And very comfy, actually. So there you go. That's what I spent 20 minutes trying to find. Kigurumi is derived from kiru, meaning to wear, and irumi, meaning stuffed toy. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. It'd be very heavy too, especially for protogens, because you need to have the power source to the visor. I think of it, having worn the head, I haven't worn a full suit, but my understanding is that it would be like a suit of armor, in that trying to hold the whole thing in your arms would be exceedingly heavy, but when the weight is distributed over your body, it is way more manageable. So things like heads, obviously it varies greatly, because some of them will be in the head, but some visor things will actually have the wires run down the neck, and will have the power packs be part of the body, so that it is distributed like over your weight, like a backpack almost, which is obviously easier to carry rather than having all that weight on your head. But Protogen ones are still heavy, because even if you don't have the batteries in there, you have the screens in there, and the screens are also heavy. So yes and no. But it's very fascinating what the things that people get up to.
Ah!
So we put that there, and we'll position it there, and then at the end... so mean.
Just punch.
I think that's going to be a bit loud, so turn that down a bit.
What even happened there?
What happened with the physics there? Okay, so the note for this one is put in a slide whistle sound. I believe I have that somewhere, because let's see, it was when we were doing Baldur's Gate, which was in October. Slide whistle sounds, there we go. Slide whistle sounds. Yes, it's an option since you don't want to wear something that's going to irritate you or is too heavy, not directly obvious. Yeah. Owning a full fursuit is the same vibe as people that use liquid nitrogen to cure their computers. Wow. Yeah. The thing was that back when I worked on a farm, Blue Law, back when I worked on a farm, I was working on it on Easter, and I drew the short straw to have to wear the Easter chick costume. And I was not comfortable wearing that thing. It was bad. And it kind of upset me that it was such a bad time, because I wasn't really fully a furry then, but I was interested in it. So I was like, oh, I'm never going to get to wear a fursuit. But I kind of realised after thinking on it a while that the reason I had such a bad time with it was probably because it was kept in a farm. I don't know when that thing was last cleaned, and it was old. Like, I think the head was made of fiberglass. It was bad. So when I went to the convention last year, and I kind of tentatively asked my friend, like, can I wear it? It was kind of for me to sort of like convince myself of like, oh, I just had a bad experience. Which I now believe I did, because wearing a modern, professionally made fursuit was really comfortable and nice. So yeah, I think I just had a bad experience.
Just punch.
Not quite.
What happened with the physics there?
There we go.
Shot with her.
That was too long.
You're to blame. Sir, are you aware that you are a cat?
That one could be a good one there, that one. Yeah. That one.
What happened with the physics there?
There we go.
Shot with her.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
Stock image of screaming into the microphone was a suggestion for that one. Stock screaming microphone. Free. Signal shite it. Oh no. I saw the meme of the cat in my head while tabbed out and heard the slide whistle line up with the head turn. I may have dropped my pen laughing. That was not intentional. That's funny. That's very funny. Let me save this. Save that. Images. Camera shake over that.
Shot through the heart! Through the heart!
Rip audio levels. Power chocolate. Black with a white outline.
Shot through the heart! And you're to blame! Sir, are you aware that you are a cat?
9 is my favorite number.
Get sniped, Dan!
I wondered where you'd gone.
My bum!
I'm kink shaming the homunculus.
The audience is satisfied when I say it is! Realised this a while ago, but now it's getting tossed back in my face that if you are levelling the same class spec, making a glam for each class is just not going to happen. It's doable. Means the 3 range DPS classes and there's an individual glam for each. Yeah. Dancer and Mechanist with the same gear. I mean, while you are levelling and, you know, if you're leveling them simultaneously, it's, like, useful to have them use the same gear. Basically, I think, in my opinion, obviously, you can do it whenever, but in my opinion, it is easier to make individual glams for classes once you're done leveling them, because you can because you basically then have an armor set and a glam for each. That's my opinion. You can do it regardless without. It is still very much possible. Now keep playing. Okay, so Spook thinks that's for this bit. It's an awkward one because there's like I'm not talking, but stuff is happening. So he was like zoom in on the stuff that is happening on screen. I need some water. There's a difference between glamour and standard armor. You can set up individual glamour plates and link them to each class. That way you can theme a different glamour for each class that says the same armor set. There you go then, Core. You just gotta be clever about it. Smarter than me, because I hate to say it, but FF has like kind of just been relegated to stream game now. I don't have a lot of motivation to not play it on stream. To play it off stream, I mean. Like, I'm enjoying playing it, but it is very much I want to log on, I want to do story, and when stream is over, I log off, because I just want to play other games at the moment. It might come back around, a lot of games often do, but presently I don't have a lot of motivation to play off stream right now, because I want to play, like, Monster Hunter and Everett. So, it'll come back around. The Moogle event's still happening, right? So I might do Moogles this week, because there's new Guild Wars content, so like I wanted to stream Guild Wars and there was drops, but I think the drops for Guild Wars is finished now, so I might alternate and do the Moogle event while the Moogle event is still on, and then go back and do the Guild Wars story so that we are back up to date with Guild Wars, because I want to maintain that. I spent like 2 years getting up to date with Guild Wars, so since I want to like keep up with it. Playing. So position. Like that. Bing. No! Hmm. Not quite what I'm after. I might snap cut it instead. No! He broke the menu button! Ow. Power chocolates. My color. Set to 3. Wow. Yoshi says the exact same thing. You can play other games as encouraged. Yeah. I don't like fishing in FF as I find it a grind, but I'll happily find stuff underneath it. Also, Mog Summons is still happening until March 25th. Nice, so I can get one more week of Mog Summons. I already got the dragon, which is mainly what I'm after. So I might, if I remember, log on tonight and I will have a look at the Mog Pendium, at what I can do and what rewards are available. It will basically be which one mount do I want to try to get. Because I've got like 2, I almost got exactly 50 to get the dragon, so I have like 2 left. So basically I'll be looking to see like what 30 Mog Tome mount can I get in one stream session so that I just have another mount for my collection. Excuse me. He broke the menu button! He broke the menu button! Like... The audience is satisfied when I say it is! Now keep playing. 30 Mocktoms are the doggos which you already have. I'm missing 2 myself myself. What are the other ones? There's the Cavalry Ebst and something else. I don't remember. Yeah, that's the thing, because my neurospicy brain is slightly losing interest. It's just like not remembering stuff. Playing. No! No! He broke the menu button!
Damn.
No! Leave me,
Come here,
bro!
come here, come here, come here. I won't worry about those since they're unlocked via Beast Quest anyway. You can get them in Mocktoms if you don't want the grind. You're not missing much. Ally Quest. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically why I'm like gonna get them, because I'm realizing in my brain that because currently I'm losing interest in the game, I'm like, I'm not gonna put in the grind to unlock them. So if I can just do them this way, I will. Instead, I'll just look and decide sort of as and when. Let's have a quick look. What have we got? Let's see, 30. Yeah, the Drake and the Laurel, the Laurel goo one. Either of them. I'll get either of them because I have the dogs. Wait, no, is that the last one? That's the last one, isn't it? What's this one? There we go. Already got the jacket, already got the Guiber. I'm not that interested in the Falcon, and it's 50, so, like, I can sleep on it. Gubu? There's far too many letters in there to be pronounced like that. Yeah, it's the Ebst and the Bomb Palanquin. For 30. So either of them. For the Sahagin or the Kobold. Oh, that's why it's put in bold. The Falcon Ignition Key has been put in bold on this list, and they've put the little note in to say it is exclusive to this event because the original source has been removed. Noted. Maybe I will try to get it then, but I don't know if I can be asked to get 50. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow, I guess. Right. Spook once thinks that here I should put the RKO sound effect, but how do I even begin to find that is another question. Let's have a look-see. Hmm. Trying to find sound effects. Falcon is actually my list, but I can live without it. Same. I don't like mechanical mounts, so that's why I'm like, I can live without it. You could trade any leftovers to MGP as well for anything in the Golden Saucer. I haven't looked at the Golden Saucer in a long time because I got my Fenrir mount, so I was like, I got what I needed, but they probably added in new stuff. Okay, no. Trying to find sound effects. Nope, that's not it either. Nope, that's also not it. Nope, that's still not it. I think that one's gonna have to do. Grab that. Grab that. M4A. Okay, 30 seconds in, roughly. So, it's the problem with these really long audio clips is they override things. Okay, so about 30 seconds into this clip, which is there.
I only got ectoplasm out of them.
So, if that's 7 on the dot, so it's over there.
Watch this. Look at it.
Come here, come here.
Watch this.
Come here. Okay, that's that spike there is the thunk, so there is where we want that to be.
Damn.
No! Leave me
Come
alone!
here, come here, come here, come here.
Watch this. Look at it. From out of nowhere.
That is dumb but funny.
No! Leave me
Come
alone!
here, come here, come here, come here.
Watch this. Look at it. From out of nowhere.
But have you ever smooched a ghost?
Let's lower the audio on that. Okay.
Watch this. Look at it.
But have you ever smooched a ghost?
That fits almost perfectly.
But have you? Have you?
The opening bars of Ghostbusters, okay. If that's the case with the Falcon, I should put it on the shortlist. Yeah, I'm surprised you hadn't already got it. I do enjoy mechanical mounts, but it wasn't a, oh, this is cool, I gotta have it type thing. Yeah, I feel that. For me, that was just the dragon of, I need the dragon, now I have the dragon and I'm good. I'm gonna be real. This highlights video probably gonna be copyright claimed. But I don't mind, because it's funny. Okay, one moment, I'm going to do this. Which will turn off the sound briefly. Like that. Turn down the volume. So we end up, turn that back on, with something like this.
But have you ever smooched a ghost? But have you? Have you ever smooched a ghost?
No.
But have you? Have you ever smooched a ghost?
No, I don't want to get ectoplasm all over me.
Oh.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Guys, stop throwing stuff at Blue. Can't you see she's going through the mortifying ordeal of being hit on by someone who can't take a hint?
Stop. Keep away from that one.
Yeah.
Keep away from that one.
Yeah, don't you fucking touch me, I'm gonna break your fucking arm.
Wait, I want to play with the poo.
Oh, for real! For real!
Are you ready, chat?
The fucking gnomes! The fuck? Yeah, because I wanted to make that louder, but we gasp over the sound, so it's making the gasp louder and not the, like, laugh. Ever heard laughter? That's a bit loud. Excuse me. The jacket was my priority, but I got the dragon, a wolf, and the barding and the pea. You got a lot, damn. I just got the dragon because I got the jacket the first time round. Like I said, the motivation for the game is waning. I just kind of do my MSQ and then that's it. And don't get me wrong, enjoying MSQ, but like I don't have any desire to do additional content right now. The fucking gnomes!
The gnomes!
The gnomes!
It was the fucking gnomes!
What's the gnomes?
I called it!
I need to trim that slightly, because... Bit of empty air. The fucking gnomes! The fucking gnomes!
The gnomes!
The gnomes!
It was the fucking gnomes!
What's the gnomes?
I called it!
No, PK, fuck off! No, PK, fuck off! Okay, I'm skipping bits again. I need to not do that. We've done the zoom there. I need to do subtitles and a poop sound. Great. Fart.mp3. See, because of Spook giving me feedback and ideas, this is already like the most convoluted highlights video that I've ever done, just for the sheer amount of like assets and sounds and things that I have gotten for it. Which is why it is taking so long. Assets, we're going to put this in just generic assets. Change that.
I want to play with the poo.
Okay, text. Ah, Jesus, it's already 5. I don't want to also be doing this on Friday. Last week, the weekly was up on Monastery. This week, something different. I don't know. That has Jiva's helm in its symbol. I don't know. Because you gotta remember that sometimes they're different per person as well, Core, so you may not have what I have.
Wait, I want to... Wait.
Red, white outline, stroke of 3, weight, set to power chocolate, increase the size there, but then decrease the size there.
I want to play with the poo. Poo. Wait, I want to play with the poo.
Flower, chocolate. Where have you gone? Done there. Just put the music back on. Ah, the flowers that wish to kill me. Oh, for real! For real!
Are you ready, chat?
The fucking gnomes!
The gnomes!
The gnomes!
It was the fucking gnomes!
It was the gnomes!
I called it!
It was the
No,
gnomes.
PK, fuck off! No, PK, fuck off!
It looks like me and PK have so much beef in this video. You played yourself. Go grab that. Excuse me. Going a bit longer because we definitely got distracted for a good chunk of time, so we're making it up. What's the other one? People ask if you're fine. People ask if you're fine meme. Grab that. Okay, grab this. Put that there. We're going to put this in our generic asset folder. Move to there. Move to there. And we've got you got to say that you're fine, and that one.
Really? Say, Congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations!
Okay.
Congratulations! Congratulations, you played yourself.
Wow.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Is Vi still up there? Is Vi still up?
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Stop it. Is Vi still up?
Okay, so I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to... Video. Slow it down. This time I'm not going to ripple the timeline.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Is Vi still up?
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Uh-oh. Can't say. Move all that forward.
How you are, you just have to. Not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand. Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Uh-oh, can't say that. Then there's new events for Monster Hunter. There is, yes. Core said earlier in the stream. Why is my face tracker not tracking me? Hello? Why are you not tracking me? I'm literally looking directly at you. There you go. That was weird. For literally no reason. Nope, nope, nope. Link these back up. Nope, nope. Still, oops, still going. Still, oops, still going. It's just a wall of black. This one is especially problematic. I love him. He's great. Realist guy. Realist guy. Realist guy. Yowza. Okay, so that trims out like a little bit of the guff. Nope, nope, nope. Still, oops, still going. This from the start. Uh-oh, can't say that. Nope, nope, nope. Still, oops, still going. It's just a wall of black. This one is especially problematic. I love him. He's great. Realist guy. Realist guy. Yowza.
Sticking with you, Blue. Alright. Oh my goodness, tongue.
You don't get to see what that is. That's a treat for later. But you can see all the edits over it. That's a treat for later.
What sort of things do you do for fun?
Fun?
Sweetie! Don't worry about it.
Who are you? That is Carl Jung, straight up. That is hello, internet, hi. That is Carl Jung, philosopher, who created the Jungian archetypes. Hello.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to do all the things that are related to that. The end of February marks the release of Monster Hunter Wilds, which is the game we've been most excited for about a year. So the first week of March, we've been doing nothing but non-stop hunts and having a blast. We're starting to get more back to normal now on the stream, so be sure to drop by and say hi. I've started spending 2 weeks doing video editing. Bye! Edit. There we go. Now we have a large cutout of Carl Jung's Wikipedia page. Navigate to the folder I saved it in.
What other things do you do?
Who are you? That is Carl Jung, straight up. That is hello.
Oh god. I just realised what I have to do, because I want that to be on the bottom. Like that.
Hello, internet, hi. That is Carl Jung, philosopher, who created the Jungian archetypes. Hello.
I'm just spending the entire time gasping for breath. I don't even know what that was. That's just making a noise. Where's the opacity?
Hello, internet. Hello, internet, hi. That is Carl Jung, philosopher, who created the Jungian archetypes. Hello.
That's just a photo one.
Straight up, that is hello, internet, hi. That is Carl Jung, philosopher, who created the Jungian archetypes. Hello.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that is, I think, every single edit that I was recommended to do, with the exception of one, which is the one that I didn't want to do, which is the goddamn lollipop scene. But I also need to put music in and credit all the music, and there's a lot of music in this one. I've been playing Everhood and it's pretty good. It's amazing. I love it. I'm in love. Okay. So we did that one. Did this one. Did this one. Did this one. What's the big one? The big one is the lollipop. This one. Find some kind of goofy royalty-free music and speed it up. Okay. Does anyone, perchance, off the top of their head, know of some goofy royalty-free music? Also, this is overlapped. That's not correct. Kevin MacLeod. That's true, but Kevin MacLeod has made a lot of music. Do you know any specific? Alright, let's go back to Incompetech. Second time today. Royalty-free music. Feels. We don't have goofy as a feeling. Humorous? Humorous. Feels humorous. Nope. Jaunty gumption. Let's have a look for jaunty gumption. Love this track. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, yeah, that'd do it. I like this track. Oh, it's loud. Bim, 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 bim. Right, Spook felt like I should just speed it up as well. God, this lollipop sucks! Set that back to normal. God, this lollipop sucks! I got a friend! More. You know what? I might put. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a counter on this. I'm going to be like, Let me grab this text. And so let me copy this really short. Paste this a couple times. So miss. Miss. Miss again. We have enemy. Teammate. Teammate. Okay, so miss. And then we have enemy. Teammate. Move you to there. Move you to there. So, miss. One. Miss becomes 2. Two. I ask how that didn't knock him out. I think it's because it hit the suitcase, not him. I'm literally going to be like 4 question mark? There we go. So now we end up with this. Damn I missed one there because it was going so fast. Yeah, I think I did miss one there. So it's enemy and teammate. And you walk over. Oh no, that one I did get. Yeah, no, I did get them all. The slowdown is very funny, actually. That's actually very silly. Okay.
I got a friend!
Mom?
Okay, I think that's all the edits. I just gotta put music. And then credit all the music, so still probably another half hour to an hour, depending on how distracted I get, but I do need to stop to go prep food and stuff, so if I'm sensible, I will do that tonight. If I know myself, I will not. Yay. But yeah. I think that is us done for today. So I am gonna see you guys tomorrow for FF, I think. Yeah. I would like to not also have to do this on Friday. I will try my best to get the video done. And hopefully maybe the video will be uploaded by Friday. That would be nice. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you get up to. And I hope to see you soon. So take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. It is always appreciated. Bye!